From the beginning, me and Splane had been having problems.
Nique got caught cheating on King with Fredo Bang.
Me and him ain't been right, we ain't been good.
You popping up on my house, like, you know, why you popping up like that? Like, that's weird, but
people was on some stalking I don't know.
Carmen texted me, King ride past the house.
King said, man, I ain't never talked to Carmen. I don't know what she's talking about.
Him and Carmen been texting and
that morning we had agreed that we were just gonna keep it there.
what? Like I didn't know what to believe. I'm like, did you really fuck with me?
We had agreed that we were just gonna keep it there.
My only thing was I'ma stand 10 toes on what I said, and what I said was I don't know what's going on. I did not have man. I'm pretty sure you can tell if your woman has with somebody. I just know you can. Okay, so Corey was like low-key making posts on Instagram and kind of saying some things about it and stuff. So
that's why I was throwing shots on Instagram, because I was like, man, I'm mad as I'm like, man, I can't believe this.
I think when Corey was like on the way back, or when he was at home, he ended up going live on IG.
I just thank God that I don't have the tendencies that you have. I really thank God that I was raised different from you niggas nowadays, because you know what I'm saying. I sit back and I have people tell me how some of y'all do that, and I be like, damn, y'all gotta keep my name out y'all mouth. Keep my name out y'all mouth. You will never catch me speaking to another girl about another nigga. You would never, none of that. I never did that. I never will, because it just name off talking about what I'm doing. First of all, I don't know you. I don't talk to none of you. I don't even hang around none of you niggas like that. For you to be telling me what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? None of you niggas know what the fuck I do. And you know why? Because y'all niggas like, I'm really have to beat one of these niggas' ass on Jesus Christ. I swear to God, on everything I love, I really have to like beat one bro. Then y'all gonna kill me then. Oh my God! She threatened me! And then the whole ass that this nigga just did the other day, that blew me. I thought you were my bro. You feel me? How the fuck you my closest bro trying to my bitch?
He ends up venting on Twitter. I pay everything, and I don't know what's that. I ain't no dummy. I'ma just let you think you fooling me. It takes two people to mingle. I don't know, think one person just gonna lie about effing somebody. Close to you, nah, ain't no dummy. If your best friend man try to F you, you're gonna tell your best friend. And apparently this is when Corey wanted to tell Nique.
I was mad. I was like, I'm gonna tell Nique.
Corey was like, you need to tell Nique. That's when I got weird. I got weird with myself, because it was the thing where, one thing about me, when I think or before I do something, I like to think the long run. And as I'm thinking of the situation, it was like, okay, if I tell her and I walk to her and say, I don't know how you're gonna take this, but your man said we have, that didn't make sense for me to tell her, because it was a thing where it was like, okay, you came to me and telling me that my man said y'all has, but y'all didn't have sex. Okay, I'm looking at it like, okay, that she can say that, and at the same time, I know her, and I know us women, we can be insecure about a lot of stuff, especially when it comes to stuff like that. We're gonna be insecure in 2 seconds. I've been there and done that before. So because I've been in a situation like that, I'm like, okay, there's no proof of anything, and I can't prove or I can't make right what he said or why he did what he did. I said I can't, because I don't know what's going on. And then until that moment, I still haven't had a one-on-one conversation with him. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, at that moment when the bomb was dropped, their house was full of people. It was like the family was there, there was barbecuing, doing all this. So I'm like, nah.
Carmen, I don't want to tell you, because I know how Nique is. Nique she ain't gonna believe me or whatever. She gonna think it's the truth, and she gonna spaz out, and she gonna do all that. She already going through what she's going through.
I'm knowing she's her, and I'm knowing how, she's stressed out, she's depressed. Like, she's not the same.
Carmen had knew that he was talking to Fredo Bang already. She knew that the whole shit Nique had did when she was in Miami talking to that dude.
Anyway, Carmen came up with the conclusion that the best thing to do was not to tell Nique about the situation, because she felt she was going to get blamed regardless, and because of other reasons.
Knowing everything that she's dealing with, so by me coming to her or something like that, it was like, make sense out of what you're saying. But how can I make sense of something that I didn't create? How can I make something that was brought up to me? You see what I'm saying? So it would have been like a thing where I would have to repeat myself to her and try to make sense out of it, so she won't try to take everything on me or start looking at me herself. That's why you got close to me. That's why you start doing this, you start saying this, and that's why you start coming over and this and the third.
Even Corey didn't want to tell Nique.
So that's why Carmen didn't tell Nique. I was going to tell Nique myself anyway, because I feel like she needed to know. So I DM Nique. I was going to tell him. I thought about it. I sent the message. I was like, no, you know what? I ain't even going to do it, because I don't know how Nique don't know how you gonna take this coming from me.
When Corey put it up to Carmen to tell Nique what happened, apparently Carmen lied and said that she would.
So when Corey was like, I'm gonna talk to her, I'm gonna tell her, I'm saying, no, let me tell her, because I didn't know she is my friend, this and the third.
Carmen said she would tell her.
And I know that if Corey, the mindset Corey had wasn't gonna make things better, because Corey was gonna say, well, yeah, you know, this is what was said. I don't know what they got going on, but you need to know. Like, Corey wasn't gonna explain at the moment how he needed to be explained.
She lied to Corey and told Corey that she told me everything.
Just because I want him to feel comfortable enough that she knows for him not to run to social media about it. So it got a thing where Corey was like on Instagram Live and he was just like mentioning, but he was going around the bushes because he respected enough to not say names, which I was like, okay.
Corey ends up going live again.
It's off the market. Like, years old, bro. I'm young. I'm 22. ABD, 25, 27, 30 years old, doing that whole ass. Come on, bro. I don't speak on you, and the shit that I can say, I can really expose a lot of some of you. But like I say, I ain't got time to be on the share.
Apparently this was all done to get a reaction out of King.
I was just playing mind game. I was acting like I was gonna go to social media about it because I wanted to see what they own. Like, why did this man lie about this shit? And they didn't want this shit to hit social media, him and Nique, because Nique told Carmen, like, why Corey gotta go to social media about everything? King popped up over here.
Knock on the door that he wanted to talk to Corey.
He thought I was exposed to on social media. And King sat right there outside, we talked.
Explain to Corey, man to man, like why he did what he did. Why.
King then explains to Corey why he said all those things to Ebony.
He said, you called me a bro, you called me a whole ass. I could be that because that was some whole I did. I apologize, bro, but I did fuck a girl, bro. You know, I met her with Ebony. I just wanted to, you know, find somebody who I could talk advice to about me and Nique, and I just needed somebody that's not in my circle, like my mama or anybody. So I wanted to talk to another woman to see it from another woman's perspective and everything. I said I met every time, like, bro, that don't even make sense, bro. Like, who the f would believe that? So I started laughing. I was like, you about right? Who the f? So me listening to him, like, I understand. I can understand why you use Carmen's name now that he explained it to me outside. So I'm like, why did you go back and tell her what I told you? You're like, man, like, he can explain it. He like, man, I don't know, bro. It was just, man, I don't know. It was just lies. It was just a whole. I admit it, I'm sorry.
I get this, guys. Apparently he did this to get some information about Nique.
No, but you said that he told you that the only reason why he told me that was because he wanted to see if I was gonna open to him about if I knew something what Nique was doing. So he's like, he tried to give me some tea in order to receive some tea about Nique.
You know, he told me why he did what he did, and I told him how I felt. That was that, you know what I'm saying? And we were like, all right, bro, we walked off and then from there.
I know, weird, right? Like, who does that, man? Like, that's just like, really? Like, who did all that?
Corey came back in, so I'm like, you know, I'm nosy. What was said? What happened? So he was like, no, I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel him. I understand where he coming from, and I understand why he did the shit that he did.
Me and Carmen talked, and we made it. We came to conversation, common ground. Okay, look, the shit was the truth.
Cool. We good. You know what I'm saying? So we good. Like, he explaining it better to you what he did.
Saying that, Carmen still was trying to protect the situation from getting out there because she didn't want to have drama on social media.
With that being said, I'm trying to protect the whole situation from hitting social media because I didn't want no drama. I didn't want this to be another Prince family situation, for example.
Apparently during this time, Carmen is still hanging out with Nique. And apparently Corey still feels that Carmen cheats on her.
She just kept on telling me, like, I don't know why Corey think I'm cheating. He keep accusing me of cheating, maybe because he cheated so many times, he think I'm cheating so bad.
Now this is really interesting because this is around the time when I made my video. And for you guys who, at the back, I hope you're listening, little kids. You guys that watch all my videos, you guys know that video was, I was being sarcastic. It was very obvious due to my conclusion at the end. But you see, people don't even watch videos these days. They read comments and they're a bunch of sheep and they follow what everyone else says in the comment. And people were saying, oh my god, how can you do that? Anyway, when this situation came out, people were going back to that video going, Martin was right. And I was like, I was sarcastic the whole time. Stupid. But apparently they did talk about my video.
Me and this girl had multiple conversations about the Martin Lewis video when he didn't say apparently Carmen and King is around. I didn't pay no mind to that video because in that video she was with me. So I'm like, girl, this video so crazy. She like, ha, yeah, that is crazy. People just make up anything.
Little swimsuit or two-piece on that they try to put a picture of him that I took in the same bathroom. She knows, and I know, and he knows, he was not in town. He was in LA, and that's the night that I went for to swim in her pool, and I spent that night because I told Corey, I said she needs me right now because she's scared that King gonna come because King found out a situation that she did, so she wants somebody in the house with her. That's how that came to be a 2 and 2 together. See, somebody tried to prove they had said, oh, Carmen walking half-ass naked in they house, how dare Nique is somewhere insecure to the point that she's not gonna let nobody come into her house looking half-ass naked.
And it's really interesting because Nique never pressed the issue on King when he was texting Ebony.
I told Carmen, I'm like, dang, I caught him texting Ebony. Why he texting her knowing I don't like her? This girl gonna say, oh, I don't know, that's crazy.
This thing been going on for a month, okay? Been going on for a month. King and Corey talked about it. Me, the manager, King and Corey, we talked about it. You was the only one that was blind that didn't know.
Okay, so let's get into the night when Nique ended up finding out everything that happened with King, Ebony, and Carmen. So there was some drama going on between Carmen and Corey yet again, and Corey went out driving.
The car come in, Carmen got into it, so I had left. I was just running around listening to music in my truck.
I'm sitting at her house. She been telling me all day that she been having problems with her man. He left for no reason, this, that, and the third. So they got their own situation going on, their own personal problems. They always this, that, and the third.
Carmen was on my Facebook Live talking shit before I got home.
We sitting on the couch. He goes on live talking shit about Carmen. Oh, this, that, and the third. Talk about the relationship. Y'all see.
As soon as I got home, I asked her a question. She didn't say nothing. I was on live. I'm just being petty towards Carmen. I'm like, see y'all, see what I'm saying? You on my live talking crazy shit.
This girl ain't tell me nothing, this, that, and third. He's spilling all the beans about their relationship on live, telling everything. Y'all know how he be.
We just got to argue or whatever.
She follows him in the room and say, well, if you gonna say all that, you can't never hold
Water like this and third.
You always telling business, this, that, and the third.
You always gotta go to social media.
You always telling some stuff. You can't never keep nothing to yourself.
He was like, oh, I can hold water. Oh, I can hold water. He was like, oh, I can hold water. I can hold water.
And I said, since I can't hold water, let me talk to Nique about.
Why you ain't tell Nique that you was King?
Because I haven't got to talk to Nique yet.
I was like, here we go. But okay. I'm still not scared of nothing.
I don't know if Corey was putting Carmen to the test to find out if she really did tell Nique or was just being petty, but he ended up bringing the drama regarding King and her to Nique.
I'm just sitting minding my business on the couch. This nigga gonna come in here, Corey, y'all, come to me and say, if I'm a water mouth, why you ain't tell Nique what's going on with you and King? So I'm like, what you mean?
Nique was just lost his shit. So I'm like, oh, she didn't tell you?
Well, she ain't tell you, damn, that crazy. Like,
right now I'm mad at Carmen too, because I'm like, so why you didn't tell her?
and I was like, no, what you talking about?
I'm not. It's like, I'm mad at Carmen because you were talking about, and the fact that you didn't tell this girl this shit, it's your best friend, whatever.
He was like, damn, so your own friend, you call this girl your best friend, you love her so much, but damn, you ain't even tell her the scandal, like the whole situation going on with you and her. And I'm like, what you talking about, Corey? And he like, damn, that's crazy, just gassing it up. She like crying, she like, Corey, this and the third, you just tell her, you could have been DM'd her, this and the third. I said, so what's going on? What's the situation? He said, so
He started telling her,
supposedly, her and King fucked.
and she was just like so shocked, of course. Like,
I said, what? Like, y'all totally blind to all this stuff. Even after the Martin Lewis video, even after all that, I'm still blind to the fact. I thought that shit all made up. Like,
she was just like, I did not know none of these.
I'm like, so wow, is this true?
According to Nique, it seems like Corey was still iffy about the situation. I'm guessing he had a lot more questions about it as well.
Like, see, you feel how I feel. I'm like, what you mean? He was like, you feel how I feel, bro. That's why I ain't really been connecting with Carmen. I ain't really been with her because, and that's why I've been playing so much and saying Carmen cheated on me because I found it out. That's sneaky as that's just so it's weird. I believe it. Make it seem like it's a lie. If you was in a courtroom, you would go to jail. That's what his Corey is telling Carmen and telling me.
She asking me why I didn't tell her in the first place. So I'm explaining to her and stuff. It seemed like she understood at that moment, you know.
I said, wait, let me call explain. I said, Carmen, you call Ebony.
He ended up calling everyone who was involved.
You heard her pull up here. Everybody pull up here. So she called Ebony. After she crying, y'all, she just looked guilty. Like, she just looked guilty. Like, so she crying. She's like, I don't know how you want me to prove it to you. I didn't do it. This, that, that. I said, we called.
He didn't know where he was coming from. Nique lied, said my car told because King said he didn't want to come or whatever.
We called Ebony.
So we can all be in the room because it was between all of us, so it needs to be said.
Now it looks like Nique and Corey seem to have two conflicting stories on who came first, but regardless, it's not that much of a big deal, but it is at the same time because the way the whole situation is outlined by them.
They both pulled up.
When my manager came, she was like, all right, I'll just tell you what happened with him.
The flame got there first.
So King came, I'm sitting right here on the counter, all of us sitting like the house, like looking out, we all looking for answers at this point. So
then Nique ends up confronting King.
King was with Nique was like,
so what's this I hear? Manager said in my motherfucking face and motherfucking admitting that Carmen ass is guilty, period.
now you look guilty.
I would've beat the fuck out of you right then and there. Like, Nique,